Hello, my name is Skip, and this is From the Fourth Row's review of The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. Now, The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo is a remake directed by David Fincher, based on the Swedish movie of the same name, based on the popular series of books by Stieg Larsson. Now, Michael Bloomquist in the American version of The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo is played by Daniel Craig of James Bond fame and out right now The Adventures of Tintin and on DVD Cowboys and Aliens. Now, he has accused Eric Wasserman of something or whatever, and he's been found guilty that he did his accusations were wrong, so he has to basically spend a fortune, small fortune, because of the accusations that were false. Now, Lisbeth Salander this time around is played by Rooney Mara of the social networking movie that David Fincher just directed last year. Now, she is tasked with investigating Bloomquist because Dirk Frode, who's the lawyer for Henrik Wenger, needs someone to investigate a 30 or 40-year-old mystery. And so once they figure out that he's on the up and up, they ask for a meeting with Michael Bloomquist, Daniel Craig, to see if he would be willing to help find out what happened to this young girl in on their island. Now there's a bunch. The Wenger family has a bunch of crazy people, and people that like to hide in their houses and stay there. Then some of them are more outgoing, and some of them are dead, and some don't talk to others, and others don't. It's the Wengers are a kind of a fancy rich family that owns a lot of companies in Sweden, where this story takes place. Now, Stellan Skarsgård plays one of the Wenger children, and that's Martin Wenger. Now, he's all for having this investigation going on, but some of his family members are like, what the heck are you investigating for? Because Henrik Wenger gets sick and ends up in the hospital. So Michael Bloomquist finds out that not Naomi Rapace, but Lisbeth Salander, played by Rooney Mara, did the investigation on him, so he gets her to help him investigate this, help him do some investigating on some of the stories that are involved, some of the different threads that have to do with this story. And so she decides she would come up to the north of Sweden and help him. Now, Michael, was the owner of a magazine, and it's called Millennium. And now, he had to leave that magazine and leave his family behind, and he left it in charge of his second in charge, and she was played by Robin Wright Penn. Now, this is going to be part of the reasoning why he's doing this investigation. He told Henrik Wenger, Henrik Wenger told him that he would help him get to Eric Wasserman, and that would put his magazine back on track and help him get the magazine so the public would know that he wasn't wrong. And the action, there's a lot of action, and it's just a really in-depth, real well-done story. And I just think that Daniel Craig can act really good. You see him in these action movies, but I think deep down he's a good actor when given some really good material. And I think this movie really puts Rooney Mara on the map as far as hot young actresses. And, I'll have to say this: if you like blow 'em up and special effects and all kinds of crazy stuff, maybe this isn't your movie because there's a lot of dialogue, a lot of plot driven, and and it's definitely, I would say, young kids should not see this movie because there's some things in it that are very graphic, and Elizabeth goes through a lot of graphic things in her life, and but I just think this is a great movie, and it's one of my favorite movies of the year. And I think if you haven't seen the Swedish versions yet, maybe this one will suit your appetite because I think it's a great movie. This is Skip, and this has been From the Fourth Row's review of Girl with the Dragon Tattoo.